Hello guys, welcome to my channel, to this video, to this post, wherever you might be watching me. So my name is Luís Vaz. I am 39 years old, making 40 in about 2 months. I am from Portugal. I'm a software developer. I make several kinds of management softwares, invoicing softwares. I have a company and we work mostly with Angola. So this is my professional background, and I live somewhere in the center of Portugal near Santarém, which is around 1 hour 40 minutes from Lisbon. So my background from motorcycles is basically I love motorcycles since I was a small kid, I guess since I was 6 years old. My father had like a 50cc motorcycle. It was like a zoomed up, and with the zoomed ups, which is a German engine, 50cc two-stroke. And you know, I always liked motorcycles. I remember when I was small, I was going with my father to see some motocross races at the time. And then back in when I was around 14 years old, I get my father's motorcycle and I modify it to make it a little bit more up to date on the time. We are speaking on the 90s, you know, around 92 to 94, somewhere over there. So at the time, several friends of mine, they had the Yamahas, the DT50 LC, the DTR125, the XR300, and many other motorcycles. Unfortunately, me and my parents, they could not afford to have to get me a bike, so you know, I just was using what I had at the time. Then I started to work and going to Lisbon, going to Angola, and then back in 2007 it was when I bought my real first, I wouldn't say bike, I would say a quad, which was the Polaris, the 500, the IRS version, which featured the 500 Polaris engine, and that was an amazing quad. I made several hundreds and hundreds of kilometers with it. I really loved this quad until that 1 year after, in 2008, Polaris launches the first deal they made with the KTM factory. So they made a Polaris IRS version, but with a KTM450 4-stroke engine, which was a completely, you know, different machine, much faster, almost 18 kilograms lighter. The brakes were awesome, but the torque and the power of that KTM engine was just outstanding. So I have this bike until today. I actually 4 days ago I fully restored this quad, which is, I can assure you that is better than new, but I'll do that you know, in another video, so that you can see a little bit of the work that I do. I also must say that all this work with restoring quads and motorcycles and preparing these kinds of rally bikes, and also I do works with the Yamahas, the ATVs. We are speaking and UTVs also. We are speaking about the Yamaha, the YXZ1000R. I prepare engines. I make the chassis longer. We made the long travel kits. I've been doing a lot of stuff because, you know, more than my main work, which is programming, which is my software company. I do this for fun, basically, and for the passion that I have for the off-road machines. So this is a little bit about my background. This quad, then back in 2016, I made the Baja Porto Alegre. It was actually the first time when I made the real race, an official actually race. And this Baja Porto Alegre, you might not know maybe, but in Portugal we have the best European championship. The Baja Porto Alegre we call the queen of all the races that we have here in my country. And it's around 2 days, around 400 kilometers, a little more, and a lot of guys from all around the world, they come here to do this race and actually to prepare themselves also for the Dakar Rally, which will be then 2 months after. I mean, we are a couple days to start the Dakar 2023. So this race, I made it back in 2016. I have been doing it ever since, either with quads, either with the Yamahas, the YXGs. I own one, I proudly own one as well. And then on 2016 in December, I go on this Sahara Desert Challenge, which is organized by a team in Portugal. And basically they take motorcycles and they take a lot, off-road cars. And so you go all the way from here, Portugal, all the way to Lac Rose in Dakar. It's around 13 days road. You are riding every single day, around between 200 and 500 kilometers per day, depends on the stages. You will do many these old race tracks that were from the mythical Paris-Dakar rally. For me, the original one, the real one, not the commercial one that we see now, but this is just my opinion. So we are doing these tracks for all these days, and I think I will have a lot of fun with such an outstanding machine like the one that is just right behind me. On the time, back in 2016, I made it with the quad, with this Polaris 525 IRS version, and I was the first person to go on this organization and doing it with a quad bike, which I successfully and proudly finished. Maybe you can see the link somewhere, maybe here, and you can go check on this Facebook link for more information. Why am I doing this? And before this, why am I speaking English if I'm Portuguese, right? And I have some friends telling me exactly that. So you are a Portuguese guy, why are you speaking English? Why do you want to make these videos in English? I mean, our Portuguese people is a little bit all around the world. The thing is, when we speak about these kinds of topics, I want to spread the word not only in Portugal, but also everywhere in the world. And English is like an universal language. Anyone, everywhere, in any corner of the world, there is always someone you can speak English with. So I decided to do this, and firstly also, sorry if you will see me making some mistakes in English, I feel comfortable, very comfortable speaking English, but I do my mistakes because it's not fluent. I don't do it every single day, but I do it a lot of times. So this way I can spread my word to a larger community somewhere around the world. And why? It's not to get, it's not about getting the attention on me. I don't need that sort of attention, but it is to inspire people to do crazy adventures like this one. I started to race, and I started to go with quads just because of the videos I was watching at the time on the internet, on the magazines that I was reading. And I truly hope that someone who is watching this video, maybe when you see this now, maybe someone in 10 years after I publish this video will look at what I'm saying now and will feel this need of just going out on an adventure. And I say this because every day we are getting older and we won't last forever, as we all know. So I truly advise you to live your dreams and pursue your passions and do what you really love. Either it's something small, either it's something big, but just go out there, do stuff and feel alive, So one day you'll have 90 years old, 80 years old. You want to look back and you see and think to yourself, I made some very cool stuff and I built some amazing memories. Because if one day your body won't be able to travel as fast as your mind. So, you know, you can just travel through all the experiences, through all the adventures that you had when you were young, when you still have the energy to do it. So, you know, don't stay on the couch, don't stay many hours on YouTube and on Netflix, just go out there and explore the world. Yeah, so that's basically it. This is the first small video about who am I, why am I doing this, and I hope you guys are now, you know me a little bit better. I think as while I will making and posting these videos, you will know me better, and you will I think you'll like it. So I hope you like this video. You can share with your friends, you can subscribe if you are watching it also on YouTube, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.